Gentlemen, how are we all doing today? I hope you all are having a fantastic day and achieving your goals and going after them, really crushing them. I know you're doing it, I can see it. So today, gentlemen, I'm going to be helping you out in a very important way. A lot of us struggle when it comes to having a conversation, especially with a woman or just in general with anybody. So a lot of us don't know how to ask questions that get the other person more engaged, and therefore are left with just one or two word answers, sometimes not even none if you're texting. And gentlemen, I've been through that myself. I literally did not know how to improve my conversations and have better ones, so I was always being left on red or one word answers, and therefore it was just really depressing. But luckily for you guys, I figured out the way. I know the questions I need to ask now. I know how to have more of a better conversation, especially when it comes to talking to other women. That way I'm not always left on red and I can actually gain a more deeper connection with the person I'm talking to. But before we do that, what I need every single one of you to do is hit that subscribe button down below and become part of the YouTube family. I drop a lot of knowledge and information here about wealth and confidence, so you guys don't want to miss out on these. Alright, these are here to help you out become a better version of yourself. So let's get right into it. And the first thing that we need to talk about in order to improve your conversations with women is you have to have a plan before going in. A lot of us don't. And please don't lie to yourself. Some of us don't even know what kind of thing we're looking for. We just automatically text a girl and expect something to happen. Gentlemen, that is a terrible way of going in. You need to have a plan, alright? You need to have an end goal. Like you have an end goal for your life, right? For your career, your success, money, whatever it is. Same thing comes to women. You need to have an end goal, something that you're working towards to, and that can just be simply taking her out on a date. But a lot of us make that mistake in not having a plan. We just go straight in and say hi, and then when we get that hi back, we're just like left with what else is next to say, I don't know, and you're staring at your phone for like 10 minutes, didn't even type a single word. Gentlemen, you need to have a plan. Like I said, most of the plan is just to take her out on a date, meet her in person, do a meetup. Whatever it is that you need to do is to get her to meet you in person. That is the end goal when it comes to texting. So we established now that you have to have the plan, which is to take her out on a date or just to meet up in person. Now, how do you improve your conversation over text? How do you get her to respond to you instead of giving you these one-word answers? And it's so simple. It's really a strategy you guys have to follow. And a lot of us can do this, but just miss out and don't say the right thing. So the first thing you need to do is, if you follow her on Instagram or on Snapchat or anywhere where you can see a visual, like a story, make sure you look at a story. And if you see something that you know you can connect with her, send her a message as a story reply. Like, for example, if she's out there and about, right, she's visiting New York City or somewhere, right, and she is standing in front of the Empire State Building, you can easily send her a personalized message and say, oh my god, I've been there and I've been to the top. Have you been to the top? Something simple like that, right? But it's more personalized instead of what every other guy is sending, which is hi, hello, hi beautiful, how are you doing today? Those messages are going to be left on red because every single guy is sending them. At the end, for the girl, it's just gonna get repetitive, and she's just gonna want to find something new. Look, no one likes to be asked the same question over and over. They want something new, they want something original. So when you come along and ask that question that's more personalized, like, oh my god, you've been there, I've been there too, have you been to the top of the building? That's more like, whoa, like this is different. This guy wants to actually have a conversation with me instead of trying to get into my pants. Alright, so now that you have asked the question, you got her to respond. She's going to respond because it's more personal. She's going to respond and say, oh my god, yes, I've been there, it's amazing, I've been to the top too, like it's such a beautiful view, I can't wait to do it again, or whatever, something like that. But she's gonna get more personal. She's gonna actually go in instead of giving you a one or two word answer or just leave you on red, right? So, but this is where you come in. This is the next step where a lot of guys fail because they don't know how to ask the follow-up question, which is the open-ended question. A lot of guys fall in this, right? We ask a stupid question and then that either gets left on red or just a one-word response. But you need to ask a follow-up question, which is the open-ended, right? You need to ask a question that's going to get her to open up even more, right? Get her talking, because that's what you want at the end. You want her to do most of the talking, get her to feel more comfortable around you. And you can't do it in person, but you can do it in text, right? Right now, I know with corona and all that, the face mask, it's really kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, it's still awkward being face to face with some people. Just maybe you don't feel awkward, but they do, and it's just still a weird time. But over text, you can still make someone feel comfortable, like they know you and they can tell you their story, they can talk to you. You can do that, it's not hard. Okay, so going back to the conversation, she has said, yes, I've been there, it's been amazing, I've been to the top, and it's just wonderful, I can't wait to do it again, right? Let's say she says something like that. Now, you can follow up by saying, that is amazing. What was your favorite part of the experience? Like, out of the whole thing, what was your favorite, right? Maybe you don't want to repeat it, but you want to ask her a what or how question. Because those questions usually follow up with a more deeper message, more of a longer message, because she's going to go on to explain what her favorite part was, what it means to her, and how can she relate to it, right? Instead of asking her another follow-up question that's just going to get a one-word response, you can ask more of a what or how question that's going to get her to talk more, get her to open up more, right? And you can do this once or twice or maybe even 3 times. I think 3 is a little bit risky, but obviously once or twice, that way she opens up to you, and then kind of like play it off from there. And I can go on another video talking about how to get her on a date, how to ask the right questions and all that stuff. But for now, I'm giving you tips on how to have a better conversation over text. And this can also apply when it comes in person, right? It can, because when you ask these questions, people tend to open up more to you. They tend to connect with you more. You can actually hear their stories, and therefore you can just have a better overall conversation with that person. So after you've asked that question, right, what is the best experience that you had doing that? Like, what's, you know, that one question? She's going to reply, she's going to give you a lot. She's going to probably be like, oh, I love the view, like it just reminds me so much of my other home, just visiting Italy, la la la, right? She's going to talk about that. She's going to probably bring up several topics that you can, you know, dive off. You know, if she mentions how the view makes her remind her of home, you can ask her, oh, where do you come from? Like, where do you usually live, right? Or something like that. And she's going to say, them, I live here, right? And then you can ask again another open-ended question. She's going to explain more. Gentlemen, it's literally a pattern, right? It's just about getting her to open up more and more to you, making her feel more comfortable, instead of trying to be every other guy who's trying to hit her up because they're all thirsty at the end and just want some action. Like, no, you're a different guy, you're a different breed. You want to actually get to know this person instead of trying to get into her pants. You want to get to know her, what she likes, maybe her dislikes, right? Stuff like that, that's more personal, to have a better connection overall with that person. Again, this doesn't have to be just trying to get with a girl or try to go on a date. You can also apply this with meeting new friends, meeting new people, teams, all that other stuff. It applies almost the same way. The purpose of this is to improve your conversations overall. Because a lot of us don't know how to ask the right questions. We ask questions that give us one-word response. We hate that, right? When we ask a question and then we get a yes or a no or a maybe. It's just like, yo, I asked this question and I get that. Like, what? I put in all this work to get that. Like, it's because you asked the wrong type of question. That's really all of it. It's okay. We all make that mistake. We all been there asking wrong questions, right? I've told you, I've been there myself. Got one-word replies. Now I'm getting more of deeper connection with people, and especially women that I want to talk to. I'm getting more personalized with them, so I can get to know them better versus just acting like I'm trying to get into their pants. Like, it's not gonna work out. If you're just trying to get into their pants, they're gonna know and they're gonna shut it down right away. Versus someone who wants to get to know you, wants to get to know your dislike, your likes, your personality, all that stuff, they're gonna grow a more deeper connection with you. They'll want to go out with you even more compared to the other guys, because they just feel more comfortable around you. And maybe it doesn't work out, maybe you don't have a relationship with that girl, but you probably grow a friendship out of it, right? So there's no L in it, there's no loss, right? It's only a win for you. It could be win in your confidence, win in a relationship, or win in a friendship. Gentlemen, I hope this video can help you out. I've literally done these myself, and it's been really improving my conversations overall. And I know you guys can do it because I believe in you. All you have to do is try it out for yourself. Give it a week, give it 2 weeks, just keep going at it. Trust me, your conversations are going to improve. And again, remember the end goal. You're trying to get that girl on a date. Alright, you're not trying to get into her pants, you're not trying to get into no, you're trying to get her on a date. So you have the end goal in mind, you have the tips to improve your conversations, and trust me, you are going to go out with that girl you've been wanting to message. I know, because I can see in your eyes, you know that girl, I know that girl you're thinking about. Now you have the guts, you can look at her story, you can message her, because now you have more confidence because your boy helped you out. Gentlemen, that is it for today's video. I hope this can help you out. And again, go out there and crush it. I'll see you the next time. Peace.